Hi Aquarius, Cosmic Hearts Healing here. This is for the month of June 2019. If you are new to my YouTube channel, I like to do readings about self. So I think that we find a life of pure abundance and joy by going inwards, seeing the energies that we have within ourselves. And if they are lower negative energies, learning how to shift out of them. And then seeing the lower negative energies around us and learning how to shift those energies as well. Okay, so let's get started. And I am doing like a throat chakra clearing, so my throat is on fire, so I have a glass of tea right here. So don't mind me if I need to take some breaks. The first card that you got is the Wheel of... So the wheel talks about going through a change in life, seeing something new, experiencing something new, letting something go. I asked them to clarify it, and the card that we got was Control. So I think this is going into last month's. I think that we talked about control a little bit with you guys, because I think we got a few of the same two cards again. All right. And one thing about healing is everything works in like this vortex pattern of spinning. So like realizing how much we try to control things, it can be a process of like breaking down that in our environment and within ourselves for years. Okay. But other things that we need to heal, let's just say an old friend or a friend is not treating us with the proper respect, all right? That could be teaching us how to put ourselves first, how to set proper boundaries to create more love and light in our world, okay? So we could be repeating this bad pattern with this person, being mistreated, overgiving, being mistreating, until we learn the lesson, until we see it, okay? And then we'll go to the next phase. I actually think that there's three. So seeing it, and then finally having the strength to break it, okay? And then the next step is step 3, which is being faced with it in some way. So say that same person comes back or another person comes back, and staying in your power, staying in your higher self and learning that completely. And that's when that energy leaves you, and hopefully you never have to experience it again. But some people can get stuck in the first thing and never see it. Other people can get stuck in, I don't have the strength to break it. I don't think that I could walk away from this person. So, you know, it can take a while to surface through all of these energies, okay? So in some way, some of you are either seeing a pattern or letting go of a pattern, or I don't know if you're in phase 1, 2, or 3 of this pattern. For everybody, it's not going to be the same, okay? So I asked to clarify, and it looks like it's Dharma. So Dharma is good karma. Dharma is when once we see that lower energy and we've let it go, and we've had the strength, and we're being faced with it, then we never have to live it again. So that's when you get to feel the more love and light. All right. And to clarify that again, we got the Treasure Island. This is a turtle swimming forward in life. And you can see that there's love and there's like stars just like everywhere all over him. All right. So if you guys just let something go, or if you just saw something within yourself that you realize that you need to let go, because either if it's awareness or it's strength or if it's actually letting go and facing it fully, each one brings you this joy. Each one. So embrace where you are, enjoy where you're at on your journey, and just love it, okay? And then you got the Strength card. Stop, princess. I'm sorry, my dog wants to play. You got the Strength card here. So this is you up here. I don't know if you're looking at yourself I don't know if you're facing another person, but you are like having the strength for whatever you learned, to see it, to live it, to face it, okay? And I got the wisdom card with that, all right? So I like to explain the chakras of our third eye. We can expand our third eye in the physical realm and the spiritual realm. So once you learn a lesson, or if you see how to not repeat a karmic pattern and you break that, that is when you gain wisdom to your higher self. And normally when we gain wisdom to our higher self, we open up to more intuition, okay? We're able to receive better. We are receiving a more pure us, a more life of full abundance, and from the spiritual realm as well, okay? And again, to clarify, we got the yin energy, which is just sitting back, receiving, being in that loving spirit, not trying to force things, not trying to control, okay? So there's a big difference from control to yin, okay? So what we actually need to do in life is balance our yin and our yang, having that perfect of sitting back and then taking action, like finding the two of them. That's what we need to do in life. Then the next card that we got for the middle of June is the King of Drums. The King of Drums is kind of slow moving, but he is very strong. He is very loyal. He's very trustworthy. He's patient with others, with himself. He's not really forcing action. The way that a lot of earth signs, like since they are an earth sign, the way that they like to either control their own lives or control energy around them is by this. Either taking that action forward or knowing that it's not time to take action. So if someone else was like, if you needed to set boundaries with someone else, or you needed to set boundaries within yourself, like knowing this is what you actually need to do. Like, okay, if you need to set boundaries with someone else, you don't necessarily even need to tell that person. That's the gift that an earth sign gave me. Okay, just by stepping back and pulling your energy back, okay, that person's going to feel it. And then if they try to talk to you again, then you can just pull back again. You don't even need to answer. That's having strength. That's being in your control. Okay? This is earth signs, one of earth signs' gifts of that they know that they have that strength on the earthly realm. Okay? And that, to clarify that, is just saying the exact same thing. Trying to camouflage yourself into where you want to be right now. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. If you found a place of peace and quiet and you need that moment and you need to go inwards, or if you need to set a quiet boundary within yourself or with others around you, there's nothing wrong with that, because it can give you emotional stability. All right. And then the next card that we got is the Two of Drums. This is also going inwards, trying to receive, trying to hear so we have intuition, yin energy, which is intuition. We have not taking action. We have going within, and another one next of trying to receive from spirit. Okay, so lots of going inwards, lots of trying to meditate, lots of trying to understand your energy, or lots of understanding around you. Okay, so to clarify this card, we got to go inwards and look again at judgment. If we're judging others, if we're judging ourselves too harshly, okay, are we being flexible enough? I don't know if I shared the story with you last time, but just in case I didn't, I'm going to do it again. This is the one anytime this card comes up, I almost always share this story. But when my son was younger, I would ask him to help me clean. So he would put the spoons and forks and knives in the dishwasher. He wouldn't rinse the plates to what I think they needed to be practically washed before putting them in there. So I would kind of over control him and tell him what he's doing wrong. And that just brought an energy of he didn't want to do it, which brought an energy to me of like not being happy and being mad. And then I would have to yell at him about him not wanting to do it. And then like this whole thing started over me trying to over control, you know? So then I decided to, okay, that's interesting. I'm the one who started all that. Let's pull back that energy. So then I started to tell my son, load it how you want to as long as you do it. If they don't come out clean or if they don't come out rinsed, if you know, then that's up to you to do that for me, okay? So I was more flexible, and I did this in all ways of my life, just stepping through, realizing the energy that I'm giving to others, being that King of Pentacles, wanting to be stable, wanting to be secure, for not just for me, but for like everyone around me. And then your last card for June is actually being so in tune that you're receiving either inner guidance or guidance from above. And that guidance is going to be just about that, about power. Maybe sometimes we overuse our power. Maybe sometimes we don't use enough power, you know. So just like waves on this card, waves time can be like overwhelming or be like small calm waves, you know. So this is what you're going to receive this month, is really just checking back in to how you use your control, how you use your power. And we have a lot of power. We have a lot of ways that we can control, and we can either control by bringing in more love and peace within our environment, or we can control by being over-controlling and create lower energies, okay? And the next card that we got is Track Your Mind Clatter. With the current astrology, this is going to be common. So just really watch your mind clatter right now. If you feel it being pulled both ways, like I want to let this go, but I can't let this go. I always tell people to pick the mind clatter that's going towards healthy. Go towards healthy. Why do we got to be attached to this? Why do we got to be attached to judgment? Why do we got to be attached to control? Like, if it's more healthier and more flowing and more loving, go that way. Just start guiding yourself that way. And then you can tell your mind clatter, we don't even need to talk about it because I just want healthy. End of story. Okay? And you guys, I'm almost positive that you got this last month. It's just not for you. You know, if you guys want this life of abundance and joy and peace, this control, this power, you know, not for you. And then the affirmations for June, if you wanted to use them, is my only limit is my own mind. And the next one is I'm not defined by others. I know who I am and all I am actually capable of. This one I read out of the book. I just want to get it shown up there for you. Oh, I wish there was a way I could have it the whole time so you can see it. Alright, she says, even if you feel uncertain about facing a challenge, believe in yourself. You are strong enough to conquer this. There will be help if you need it, but you already have the inner resources required to overcome any obstacle and obtain the most blessed outcome. If you are in the process of letting go of someone or something, perhaps an old habit, an old way of life, a relationship, or a situation in which you have felt trapped, don't allow insecurity or uncertainty to stop you. You got this. and you're doing the right thing and moving on. When you realize that you're strong enough to save yourself, which you are, you never have to be afraid again. As well as inner strength, you have inner wisdom deep within. You just know when something or someone is not worthy of your time, energy. The most precious treasure that you will ever have is the divine gift of yourself. There is nothing that is more valuable and no one that is worth losing yourself over. You don't need permission from anyone other than yourself to decide to walk away from what isn't right for you, or to stand your ground and honor your space and say no and refuse to give in to anyone or anything. You can be open to help and grateful, but you also know that whenever you need it, you have power to learn, to act, to figure it out, to find the love within that will empower you and the life that you deserve. All right, so again, I do offer private card sessions if you wanted to like ask other energies that they want you personally to focus on. I am also a energy healer, so if you realize that you're experiencing this energy within, I can tap into your energy, into the chakra that it's attached to. I can cut all of the cords to that, and I can bring in love and light to help you release and clear this even faster. Okay, so if you have any questions or if you would like to ask me anything, all of my information is in the description box below. And everyone have a great June. I love you. Bye.